happens to all of us during the winters, in the late fall months. The days are slower, everything around us is telling us to slow down. But we can't slow down because that's not the society we live in, with the corporations built to exploit us and to keep it churning with a 9 to 5 or a 9 to 9, regardless of it being winter, regardless of everything around us telling you to slow down. And with this comes a dip in creativity for a lot of us. I always experience this hard stop with my brain just going blank for a very long time. All of this depression, the lack of vitamin D, just the nothingness of it all, it hit me hard this year, particularly because I'm 29, I'm gonna be 30 soon, and I can't accept the nothingness, because if I accept it at this age, I feel like it will just be a part of my life. And I didn't want to sit here and just accept being depressed. So I thought to myself, hey, let's get a dog. But getting a dog and just getting it from a breeder, I don't know, something seemed off, even if we talked to a lot of breeders. And I realized I can volunteer at a dog shelter, which is because I have always wanted a dog. I have always loved dogs, but with an unstable immigrant life, you don't have the stability of knowing where you will be in the next 2 months. I have not had that stability for a few years now, which is the way it is. With this, I can't just get a dog on a whim. With the timeline that we have and with everything that we can offer, we can still help. And therefore, we decided to get a foster dog. And that's him right there, he's sleeping. The most rewarding thing was on the first day itself. We went on some walks. He was eating like a vacuum cleaner, he was just inhaling his food. But at the end of the day, when we were watching TV and we asked him to sleep beside us on the couch or just rest, we heard him snoring. And he was having these little eye twitches and mouth twitches and like this thing with the paw. So I think he was dreaming, right? Because he was in a deep sleep. And a shelter dog with red eyes that is severely underweight, seeing him snoring next to you and just having a deep sleep is one of the most rewarding things. That's what my late November and December has been like so far. The non-negotiables that happens with getting a dog is you have to go at least 3 times a day, sometimes 4-5 times a day. And an amazing realization occurred to me. Because we're all in our heads and these devil thoughts keep coming in our mind, the only way to break those devil thoughts is movement. You have to force yourself to move, and we are not that strict with ourselves as we would like to be. But with a dog, having to go out 3 to 4 times a day, it forces you to break that loop. And I've been thinking more in the next few hours, like thinking of 1 day at a time or 2 days at a time instead of thinking of 3 months at a time. And that is immensely helpful, because I think we overestimate what we can do in a month or even a week, but we underestimate how much we can get done in a day if we just focus on the next few hours. We don't realize it, but things like screen time and lounging around watching a movie just to relax and shut off from the cruel world will have your screen time shoot up by a lot of hours, even if you're busy. Like, that happens to the best of us. So the only thing to get you out of that loop is to go out, and being with a dog, it just helps. It forces you to do that. And I have realized only external things can force us to do that. Some sort of external institution or a responsibility that is not just about you. Oh yeah, so my foster dog loves butt scratches of all things. Like, he could spend 10 hours every day getting butt scratches. And the whole thing of you focusing on 1 to 2 days at a time instead of worrying constantly about 3 months later or 6 months later or 3 years later is that you cannot plan things anyway. And I was taught that if you don't worry about everything ever, things that have not happened or things that almost happened, if you don't constantly worry about them, then you are a bad person. This is what I was taught, and this is how I was raised. But having a foster dog or having someone to take care of, something that breaks you out of the loop every few hours because you want to make sure he's doing okay, that is a good worry to have, instead of worrying about things that are intangible or abstract really and not possible to achieve right now. Directing my worry to someone like this who is sad and who needs me for basic things, directing my worry for tangible things like that has been a big game changer. Just look at him. And yeah, I mean, my leg cramps up, my back is not doing very well, but you know what, this is fine. Like, he needs this. It's an icy, sunny day today. I'm a little sick and I don't love it. When I was a child and I got sick, I used to love it because I used to be in bed all day and I used to think that this is how I can get some sympathy. But now, as an adult, especially in my late 20s and as I'm approaching my 30s, I do not want this attitude. So, even if I feel a little sick, some cough, some sneezing, as long as it's not very high fever, I still want to go out. I want to walk. I want to do basic things and stay active, because the more you just internalize that, yeah, I'm sick, and you rest on the couch, the more miserable you feel, and it just adds to your sickness. So, us going out on this very sunny, rare day in the Pacific Northwest, this was one of the most beautiful days I have ever seen. For a while there, we thought that our foster dog Carl is a bit of a cat, and he is. He likes to hide in his own space sometimes in this dark spot near the wall. But he also has these bursts of zoomies, And in the first few days, he would not explore our balcony much. He was just sniffing a bit and walking around, and he was just sitting there frozen. But as he got to know us a little more, and as we got to know him, it was the cutest thing to watch him be so happy and be a dog, basically. Because I was starting to think he's just a cat trapped in a dog's body. But look at him. It's 12 p.m. right now and it feels like 6 p.m. because it's raining all day. Carl did not want to go on a walk. And I'm still feeling a little sick. So I'm gonna go overboard on the veggies today. Some miso soup, kimchi, all the different leftover proteins, and a little bit of that bacon flavored tempeh. Because you know what? I tried tempeh that one time, it was horrible. So I got this ready-made thing from Whole Foods, and hopefully this changes my mind about tempeh because I could use another protein source.